Hi, this is Nick with Wolfman Repairs, and today I have the Logitech Performance MX mouse that does the classic, you click once and it double clicks. These mice, these mice are known for this issue. So when you go to click once, it double clicks on the screen. I can't really show you that because it's just impossible to, so you have to take my word for it. This particular mouse is my brother's. And it's kind of disgusting. It's filled with Cheeto dust and Mountain Dew and God knows what else. So we're gonna give it a clean as well, and we're gonna fix the double clicking issue. So let's get into it. I'll clean the outside with these here lens wipes. These work good if you got glasses, like I do, and they're also good for this. And the goal here is just to get it sanitized enough so it's safe for us to work on. We don't have to do a deep clean here. All right. Let's open the battery compartment, and we got the USB thingy and the battery. Get those out of there. And then we got to remove these pads. There's 3 pads here. All right. So we need a Phillips head screwdriver. Let's get all this black stuff out of here first. Got just pieces of junk everywhere. Stuck to me. Oh. IPA everywhere. Okay. This is a Phillips head 0. I think that's all of them. Now it should come apart. Okay. Now this is what we're after here. This is your left mouse button click. This is your right mouse button. So let's get the circuit board out of here. How does that happen? Oh, there's screws. That's how that happens. Okay, that's the battery tray out of the way. Now, how's everything else come about? Getting out of the way. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I believe this whole dust bunny. This whole thing comes out somehow. Okay, so you do just pull this pin out. There's a pin right here. Come on, you. Maybe let's get something more aggressive here. Tweezer action. Ah, there we go. So you pull the pin, and then this whole piece should come on out. Excellent. Then the 2 little springies should spring across the room to be lost forever. There's one little spring. I don't know if you can see that. It's tiny. Let's put that in a safe place. How about there? There's another one. Put it next to that one. Okay, you guys stay there. Then we got these little black pieces that come off. And the pads, I believe, could stay. All right, let's take this little clippy here off for the ribbon cable. And then there's 2 more screws here. And we should be able to start soldering. Oh, stop sticking together. Thank you. Okay. Now you should come on out, right? Well, what's holding you in there? Oh, there's 2 more screws. All right. Now we should come out. Let's unclip this here ribbon cable, just so we don't break nothing. I mean, don't get me wrong, breaking stuff's fun, but I just prefer not to in this case. These mice are becoming harder to find and more expensive. And this is actually my favorite mouse to use, is this Logitech Performance MX mouse. Really a nice feel when you use them. What we got going on here? Why aren't you coming up now? Do you need to get out of the way? Come on. All the screws are out. Oh, I think this is clipped in. We gotta unclip that. All right, let's just try this again. The key might be violence. Let's see if we just kind of push it around that, maybe. Oh, I think we got it. Haha. All right. Okay, sweet. I guess we didn't have to take this guy out. Hopefully we didn't break nothing. All right. These are the guys we're after, and they only have 3 little legs. So yeah, let's get to desoldering them and soldering the new ones. Let's see if we get this to lay kind of flat-ish so that it'll facilitate us soldering it easier. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, gonna add a little flux. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm opting to do both the left click and the right click. The right click wasn't having the issue, and it usually never does. It's not used as much as the left click. Now the buttons inside have like a metal thing in them, and I believe over time that just kind of wears out. So add a little solder. Okay. Gonna get our desoldering pump. Now I was hoping to use the desoldering pump instead of my desoldering gun, because you know not everyone has the desoldering gun, but this is looking to be one of those cases where I'm going to need the desoldering gun. All right, our desolder pump is heated up. Let's give this a shot. Put a little more flux on here. Okay, and our buttons should come right out now. Okay. That's strange. There sure isn't any solder left there. All right. The other option here is to use a little low melt solder. That's where I'm going to move to now, because this should be coming apart, but it's just not. See, most of this stuff never goes as planned, so you know, it is what it is. You just have to have a backup plan. Now, I've done this repair before, probably about, I don't know, 6, 7 years ago on my current mouse that I use. And I did that in a garage with no special tools or anything, just with a soldering iron and a plier. And, you know, that wasn't the right way to do it, but the mouse is still working. All right, now let's see if I could heat these pads up and see if it's got out coming on out. There we go. So next time I'm not even going to fool around. I'm just going to use the low melt solder. That was a lot easier. And what's cool is these switches have little holes in them, so you can stick your tweezers on in. Okay, sweet. Yeah, low melt solder from now on. Let's clean up our low melt solder. You know what? Since we have the solder gun all warmed up, just use that. All right. We'll let this cool off a little bit, clean it up, and then we're on to putting new switches in. All right, here's the new switches I'm going to be using. I got them on Amazon. Pretty much like where I get everything else. I'll put links down in the description. Let's just see if there's a difference here between the two of them. I mean, besides having different numbers on there, they're pretty much the same. Okay. I'll put a little tape on these things to help hold them down while we solder them so they don't go flying. All right, how about I just hold it? That might work. Get some solder on the tip. Get some flux on the board. Put the button back in. tack it in place like that so it stays put. All right, sweet. Switches are soldered in. I just got a mess everywhere now. Yeah, it's normal though. Let's clean this off. That looks good. It's time to reassemble. How did this come apart? Okay, this would be a good time to give this mouse wheel a clean. It's a little disgusting. Okay, we got one more screw. Where do you go? I think it goes here. Now remember, if you got screws left over, and if you've put it all back together, that just means you did better than the factory could. All right. Okay, I think we're just set to put this guy on here now. Let's reconnect this cable. Come on. There we go. Now let's just clean this out before we put it back together. I mean, got like dust bunnies hanging out of it and everything else, so. Okay, now I do have another set of feet to put on this, but before I put feet on it, we're going to make sure this works. Now, knowing my brother, this battery here is dead, so we'll give him a new battery. And let's just try it out. All right, I don't know if you heard all them noises, but the computer seems to enjoy the new mouse. Let's see if it works. Okay. Oh, helps if you turn it on. What am I rolling on here? All right. It seems to be working. I know you can't see anything, but it's clicking. If you click on something once, it clicks on it once instead of twice. So, all right. So I'll call this one fixed. Now I'm going to go ahead and put these other feet back on here, but they're just stickers. So all you have to do is just clean off all the glue residue and put the stickers on there. Not a big deal. But that's how you change these here mouse switches out. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.